Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to fucking replace the air filter for the 2008 R6, 2006 to 16 R6. So you're going to want Allen keys, screwdrivers, and then to take your seat off. I had to take my seat off because I'm sending my ECU out to be flashed. But yeah, you want to be able to access that bolt, and then pop these bolts off to start. Okay, so you just take this piece off by popping it forward, and then you're going to repeat the same thing for the right side. Okay, so next you're going to end up removing this bolt, and then the same thing with the other side as well. So I think this is like the gas tank mounting bolt. Okay, so after you get all the bolts off, then you're going to be able to lift the tank. Yeah, I wish my gas tank was empty for this. I don't know why I filled it up. But so then you're going to want to use like a piece like 14 to 15 inches to prop it up. I'm going to end up putting like a rag over this just so I could not fuck my shit up. But yeah, then you're going to end up propping it up, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so right now I just have it resting on my ram mount that's right there and propped up underneath there. So now we can access all of the screws, and without having to take the gas tank off, we can change the air filter. Okay, so you're going to want to remove all the screws around this air box. You got some hidden down in here, so just be careful not to drop them or let them go into the motor. Okay, so just a quick tip. So when I'm taking out screws, sometimes I'll draw the part and mark where they are. Like when I have to take off this side fairing, or this whole piece, I'll mark it out and like give myself like a hint, and I'll end up popping the screws through in those spots so I know which screws go where. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter, some of them are push pins. So that's what I'm gonna do here. It might be overkill for some of you, but if it's your first time taking your bike apart, it's a good thing to do. It's not my first time taking this bike apart, but this is actually my first time taking apart the air filter. So I'm gonna do it just because, but you guys don't have to. Okay, so this is how I set it up. I just pop the bolts in, but I came across one issue. This motherfucker, of course you would strip out on the last bolt. So now I have to go get an extractor and then hopefully go to Yamaha and see if they have that screw. So, alright. So now that we were able to get all the bolts off, all you do is pop this up and you have access to your air filter. So I just popped a screwdriver in between here and able to pop it up and eventually pull it the fuck out. Okay, so installing the new K&N filter, air filter, put this down here. It's a little bit different. So you gotta like line up these tabs, right? Fuck it, we'll leave it like that. Hopefully you can see it. But so there's tabs at the bottom of this filter that you have to kind of like situate in there first, and then it should just pop in. But you gotta make sure not to put anything in the fucking, get anything in the velocity stacks and shit like that. Okay, you just push it down and then it'll snap around there and then you're good. Alright, time to pop this back on, put all the screws back in, and put this all back together. Actually, I almost forgot, we gotta put these bolts in here, the tank mounting bolts, and then we have to put the side skirts on in those bolts. So last but not least is just to install that bolt, and then you've installed the K&N air filter on your R6. This is a 2008 R6, by the way. I'm pretty sure I said that. But it's the same for most R6s, from like, I think like 2006 and up, so.